year here at Shoal Creek for the first time. It's the most culturally significant event on the collegiate tournament tour throughout the year. And it's time now for our look at the tournament format, brought to you by Titleist. And we got a lot of great young golfers on the course here at Shoal Creek and also Bentbrook Golf Course. It's a 54-hole stroke play championship, and there are 5 divisions. We're all over for you here. The men's Division 1, men's Division 2. Also, we'll zero in on the women's division today, plus the men's individual and women's individual. And everybody in chase of this trophy here. It's been a great week so far. Let's show you some of the earlier highlights from today. And this is Claudia Hoffmeister from Delaware State for birdie at 6 mileage.
Left to right putt, perfectly read, right in the middle of the flag stick. You can hear it click off.
And up to the 7th hole, Lucia Ramirez from Texas A&M Corpus Christi.
She hit a beautiful shot from the left rough to there to get a little spin on it, and the hand up in the air. I made a birdie.
A 2-time defending champs, Kendall Jackson, and the Lady Bison from Howard. I want something to say about that. Her second at 7.
Can't wait to watch her this afternoon. I love her golf swing. She's in total control of her game right now.
And back to Ramirez's teammate, Lucy Charbonnier. She won this in the women's medalist a year ago.
They're still chasing her down, and she's playing some nice golf today and a beautiful shot there at the 7th.
She ended up making birdie there. And then her tee shot at the 8th hole. Beautiful looking hole, par 3, playing a $138 today.
One of my favorite holes out at Shoal Creek, and she had absolutely no problems with this one. That made an ace.
That's right. Leaves herself about 8 feet there. And she is 3 under through 8. And back to Kendall Jackson for birdie at 8 with the flag stick in.
Flag stick in. Little double breaker left to right, right to left. Nice fist pump.
And so this is going to be fun here, as we're going to keep our eye on the ladies, the women's Division 1, the PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship, the 2nd round, and Texas A&M Corpus Christi mentioned they're looking for a 3-peat, and so far they've got an 11-shot lead over Howard University. Meanwhile, the men's Division 1, so they're playing over at Bentbrook today, and look at the Bison from Howard. They have just taken off and run away with this thing. A 30-shot lead. They're 20 under par. And they've got some outstanding golfers on that squad. The men's Division 2 team here at Shoal Creek, Kentucky State, +4. And so they have a 13-shot lead over Savannah State University. And they're getting their first taste of Shoal Creek on this Tuesday. And now the men's individual. And these are players who are here not representing their teams. We saw the great play of C.M. Mixon from yesterday, shot a 5 under 67. And so he's tied atop the league with the Sparky Arwie Chatwakin. And also Kintaro's there as well. And then we got a good race for you in the women's individual. Kayuri Moodley, she had the opening round lead yesterday. Alicia Gann giving her some company today. And so a lot of great golf ahead of us here as we settle in for day 2. The PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship at Shoal Creek. Fran Charles, along with Smiley Coffin, you heard from earlier. Steve Burkowski coming up in just a few minutes. And Julia Johnson and Doug Smith are on the course.
And we head out to the green here at the 9th. Lucy Charbonnier getting ready to go from long range. Julia Johnson down there watching this group.
She's got a really long look here, and looking at a double breaker too. Initially it's going to want to go to her left, and then when it gets about midway to this hole, it's going to want to go back to the right. So she's looking at a spot kind of out in front of her to get it started over. Just needs to really focus on the speed here.
Tell you, Julia, as the old saying goes, on the dance floor but can't hear the music. Let's see if she's able to get this speed right.
Pretty well done there, Smiley.
I'm impressed. Had it perfectly read. That was the more impressive part.
And let's go to the 12th, the second shot from Erin Marcelino, the freshman from the Tennessee State and Lady Tigers. She's a +3.
This whole location's cut just on top of this false front. It should move a little to the left here, but not too bad. Give yourself a look for birdie.
All right, back to the green here at 9. Kendall Jackson from Howard. She's got a look at birdie, and she's sort of checking it out from all angles, Julia.
She hit a beautiful shot off this tee with a long iron. Only had 95 yards into this whole location. Hit just a little gap wedge to this point. Has a really good look at birdie, moving left to right the whole way. Slightly downhill. Slightly downhill here.
Julia, what sense do you get in this group? All 4 of these players are playing very well. There's still one more round that they'll play tomorrow at Bent Brook, but do you sense that they're challenging one another and playing some nice golf?
I think so. Iron sharpens iron, I think, and they're all playing really well. They've got their game faces on. Not a lot of chit-chat out here right now, so they're all trying to put a low number up today.
And we go to the 10th, and this is the second shot from Maria Beltran. Trust me, she's behind that tree. The senior from Texas A&M Corpus Christi.
Oh my goodness.
Hey,
go in.
It's getting better.
We wouldn't have known if it was a robot or anybody hitting. We couldn't even see her.
I promise next time we will show you Maria's face.
Back to the green at 9. A little more conventional birdie look here for Dilly Sittenot from Texas Southern.
Fortunately, she hit the trees with her tee shot. She had a layup with a high rid coming in and hit a good pitch to here. So this is actually for par. But a good look, honestly. Just back up the hill, back into her.
Could she have gone for the green, Julia, or was it an automatic layup?
It was an automatic layup, I think, with where she was in regards to the trees.
Well, avoid double bogeys out at Shoal Creek is always important. So didn't quite get that par to go down, but Burko, there's going to be some birdies out here that we've seen.
Yeah, misspoke. We've seen these players performing so well today. You just sort of fell into the sense of another birdie putt, birdie putt.
Exactly.
But Dilly's going to give one back here. Sophomore from Thailand, first team all-SWAC performer. Keep it here with Claudia Hoffmeister from Delaware State, the freshman out of Tampa, Florida.
And she puts these pins back in. I think she likes it that way. She's made a few putts so far today.
Why stop?
I'm here for it. Maybe I need to start putting with the pin in, Burko. What do you think?
Different look. Change things up, right?
All right.
If it doesn't work, don't blame me, but I'm just telling you, it's an option. Now Charbonnier, a little bit of work for her 4.
Testy little 5-footer here down the hill, moving left to right on her.
Yeah, well done. Great 2-putt there by Lucy.
Great 2-putt.
So a couple of missteps on the par 5s, 3 over, heading to the tee at 7. Couple of birdies, back to 1 over on her opening 9, 3 under for the week. So in great position for the young lady that won by a shot last year. Texas A&M Corpus Christi, they've won 2 straight team titles in search of 3 in a row here this week at Shoal Creek.
Alongside Smiley Kaufman, Fran Charles with you as we are excited for day 2 of the PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship. Give me your overall thoughts on just what you saw in the opening round.
Yesterday, we saw some incredible golf, a lot of birdies. That was one of the things that shocked me the most, was they didn't have an issue making the birdies, but we did see a fair amount of bogeys. When the guys got in the bunkers and the players got short-sighted, they struggled, and that's Shoal Creek. You have to be patient around this place.
All right, 2 courses in play for this collegiate championship, and so the group that was over at Bent Brook, they come here to Shoal Creek. What kind of adjustments do they have to make?
Well, just getting the speed of the greens, Fran, I think would be first and foremost. And then after that, it is a very nice day. The wind is down. I still think we're going to see some birdies today, but still, patience is key out here.
Well, we'll see if Aaron Marcelino can get one of those birdies here at the 12th. All right, she's in with par. Let's go back to 10. Morgan Horrell, her second from off the fairway. Doug Smith down there.
Yeah, I was unfortunate to hit it in the water and then just trying to play it back to the fairway. Had a horrible eye when she dropped, and that's the result.
Yeah, you could tell quickly at impact she didn't like it. Keep it right here. Lucia Ramirez from Texas A&M Corpus Christi next to go.
Really loved her game today. She's hit these iron shots just with purpose. 138. Rims just off the right, and this is a good-looking shot. Smiley.
Texas A&M Corpus Christi up by 12 over Howard University.
Today's coverage is brought to you by the Chase Sapphire. Upgrade your travel and dining experiences with Chase Sapphire. And by ADT. When every second counts, trust ADT.
Shoal Creek, right here just outside Birmingham, Alabama. On behalf of our entire membership, our Board of Governors, employees, and professional staff, we'd like to welcome you to the 2023 PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship. We're so honored to host the most culturally significant championship in collegiate golf. What a thrill it is for us to support and showcase these collegiate athletes right here at Shoal Creek, one of the top golf clubs in the entire country.
It's a tournament that is gaining steam, no doubt. We go to the 10th, Kendall Jackson off the tee.
Going with driver here. Right center of the fairway, looks pretty good.
Julia, that was an aggressive play.
It was. I was surprised to see her pull driver here. She's hit an iron off the tee so far. Both the holes we've seen today.
And it gets great roll through the fairway. And now it's Dilly sitting on from Bangkok, Thailand. Go ahead, Julia.
I like the driver play here for Dilly. I think taking it up the left side of this fairway would be really smart with the pin located right of the green today. So I like this play up the left center of the fairway.
The challenging part is there is a creek over there right of the fairway that you can't see. It's hidden.
Hand comes off the club, but doesn't seem to be any issue.
Fran, I wish when I take a hand off the club, I hit it down the left center of the fairway, but that's just not where my golf ball tends to go when I take the hand off.
Nice job by the sophomore for Texas Southern. And now Lucy Charbonnier.
She's been really good with her driver so far today. I like to play left center of the fairway for her as well.
And quick reach down to pick up the tee. And Burko mentioned it earlier. She won this championship in the medalist round by a stroke a year ago. And the junior from the Texas A&M Corpus Christi. She is from France, majoring in business. 2023 first team All-Southland member. As we go back down to the tee, Hoffmeister.
Set it with those feet closed like y'all have said, but this headed a little left. Needs a good break.
Oh, it bounced up next to the tree. Joy, we're going to have to get you to check that out to see if she has a shot.
Yeah, we go to the 12th now. Amber Pennington from Delaware State for birdie.
Seen this putt once today, downhill left to right. Wow, what judge.
Knocks it down out in 36.
Jump ahead 1-13. Tennessee State's Aaron Marcelino on the tee here at the par 3.
First time looking at this hole today. The hole is cut about 4 or 5 paces above a slope. This is a little bit right of the green. She'll have a little bit of work to deal with, but she'll have to deal with this bunker she'll have to pitch over.
Quick moment to let you know, yeah, there's that whole location. We'll see what she can come up with. That every golf day is a great day, especially when it costs less. Join Golf Pass and save hundreds every year on tee times. You can learn more at golfpass.com/join. Been a great couple of days so far here in the Birmingham area.
Yeah, we're at the 10 green. It's a grouping of Lucia Ramirez and Morgan Harrell from Howard, Anna Ferreria Height from Delaware State, and she is looking at par. Actually, Morgan Harrell is going to go first. They've got it surrounded.
I think we got thrown off by that golf ball that was already down there, Fran.
All right, and so now it'll be Ferreria Height, a graduate student. And Doug, what's in this putt? She tries to say par.
Yeah, putting just a little bit downhill, Fran, and it's one of those putts that, well, all putts, if you hit it firm, it's not going to break as much, but you really have to decide what you want to do with this putt. She can be aggressive, take some of the breakout, but just slightly downhill, and Smiley, that hole's cut right on top of that little knob, and it's kind of just cut a little left to right, so it looks like a hanging cup, just a touch, so should have a little influence left to right.
Nicely done.
I didn't see that much break in that putt. That was a great read.
A graduate student from Buenos Aires, Ferreria Height. She finished third, the Northeast Conference Championship. Team finished second out of 11 teams. And Ashley Hobbs now doing a little manicuring here. Go ahead, Doug.
Well, Fran, she hit it to that back right corner of the screen here at the 10th. She had to putt uphill, it was breaking right to left, and then turn back left. But gave it just a touch too much, and now she's got just this little tickler right to left. But luckily it is uphill for her, so she can be aggressive.
Going with the cross-handed grip. Oh, man, just broke across the hole. I think she hit it where she was trying to. just a little bit more break in that putt. But that was always going to be a tough 2-putt from where she was, Doug, from the back right corner.
Yeah, no chance from back there, Smiley.
All right, up at 13, we saw Marcelino, her tee shot. You're saying there's some possibilities here, Smiley, for a second.
Well, the back of the green will feed a little bit to the left, so I don't think she does have to go over the bunker. I think she can actually maybe go a little right of it and use the contour of the back of the green to make that ball work towards the hole location. We'll have to see what angle she takes here. It's going to be a tough up and down, though, regardless. Well, she went out to the right, Burko. You could tell it bounced on her just a little bit. Super firm right of the green at 13.
Yeah, smart, though. Try to take that bunker out of the equation. Give yourself a look at par. And she's got that. Upcoming in just a moment as we go back to 10.
And here is Lucia Ramirez for birdie after a great approach.
Trying to chase down her teammate. Lucy in the group behind her, only a couple back.
And she's got a teammate ahead of her, too. Maria Beltran, just off the back of the green here at the par 5. Try to get her to even par.
Well, Burko, I know it's a team sport out there, but I guarantee you they want to beat each other when they're out there. Everybody's competitive.
No doubt about it.
And speaking of teammates, here's Lucy Charbonnier in the middle of the fairway.
136 yards here, going with a 9-iron, just 125 to the front of this green.
Well, Doug Smith just referenced balls that end up towards the right side of the green are tough 2-putts. We'll see if Lucy's able to get that down in 2 for him.
I love the mojo that the Lady Islanders have. You know, Beltran looks back, gives her teammate, puts up a fist in the air, and Dilly's sitting out now, her second.
Beautiful angle from the left side of this fairway. She doesn't have to contend with that right greenside bunker as much. Just 127.
Hang on, get out of that bunker. Okay, it's not short-sided. It's not going to be the easiest up and down. I bet she's not thrilled with that result, but we'll see if she's able to hit a nice bunker shot.
I love the rhythm that's Smiley in her swing.
Oh, man. I was thinking the same thing watching it. Just effortless from the top and just an abbreviated follow-through.
And now McKendall Jackson is coming off a tie for 4th at the NEC Championship. Howard, as a team, finished 3rd.
Hit a bomb off this tee here. She just has 97 yards into this whole location. Kind of a tricky shot because coming from the right side of this fairway, she has to go straight over this bunker. Only about 7 paces to work with in front of this hole. Has a gap wedge in her hand.
Julia, from what I've seen from Kendall, that she has enough speed, even though she is short-sided a little bit on the angle, I think she's going to be able to generate enough spin to still get it close if she gets it on line.
Tight, compact swing. See if it comes back.
Nice shot.
Yeah, still in a great spot there. She finished 8th a year ago at this event at the Union League in Philadelphia. The best for her team. Texas A&M Corpus Christi up by 14 in round 2. Welcome back to the PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship presented by ADT. Day 2 here at Shoal Creek Club. Smiley Coffin, you are a member here. And a look at just where the PGA WORKS Championship has been throughout the years. And then they switched it up a little bit. Highland Park Golf Club had it in 87, 88 to 2019, PGA Golf Club. But then they started to make sure that they went to a different club every year just to give these kids another experience.
Well, on behalf of the membership here at Shoal Creek, they're thrilled to have this championship. And the entire week, the players, competitors have been having a lot of fun activities. And I can tell you this, our staff, James Carroll, Brian Korn, they've been working their tails off getting this place ready.
And we are thrilled to be here for the 36th playing. Back out now at 13. Marcelino, be a heck of a 3. Just out of position with that tee shot.
Could have been a great up and down. Great point, Burko.
Oh.
Okay.
And let's go to 10. Now, Lucy Charbonnier from way far away, Julia, here for birdie.
Pretty difficult putt here, moving right to left a lot in the get-go, and then maybe wants to straighten out a little bit at the end.
Some legs there, so she'll have a bit of a tester left for par.
Everybody's chasing her. Couple shot lead. A lot of players very close to 3 under though.
Lucy's teammate Elsa Tornval on the tee here. 13 par 3, tee shot on the way.
Number.
Asked for it to be the number. I think it was.
Yeah, I thought we had action there for a second.
And back to 10, Kendall Jackson away.
She was playing for this ball to break a good bit left, started about 2 feet right, and then it just hung out there and moved right at the end, so surprised her a bit there.
Julia, was she between clubs on that second shot, you think? Because she really looked like she hit that perfectly.
I think so. I think she just took a club too much, maybe just scared of that bunker, not really wanting to plug something in there with a wedge.
Claudia Hoffmeister with the flag in.
Julia, the wind picking up out there?
It is, and it might start affecting these putts a little bit.
We've seen this pin do so many different things over the last 15 minutes since we've been watching.
Take a little bit deeper look at the Hornets from Delaware State. Second in this championship a year ago. They've been in the mix the past couple of seasons, led by head coach Rick McCall Jr. And caught up with Rick earlier today and said, what's the next step to get over that hurdle? And he said, it's me. I need to become a better coach, a better motivator. These young student athletes do a great job. He said, I continue to learn how to push the right buttons, when to say something and when to back away. It's not only lessons for golf he wanted to display and portray to these young women, but life lessons as well, a little ownership in the game of golf.
And now back to the 10th. Dilly's sitting out for par.
Pretty good bunker shot to get it to this point. 10 feet for par here up the hill.
We're looking at a great angle, and man, she hit that in with some conviction just outside the left edge and right in the middle. A great up and down from that back bunker.
And speaking of Delaware State, Amber Pennington back of the green here at the par 3.
Burko, we saw her make a putt from about the same distance on the last hole. Let's see if she's feeling it.
Not bad.
And back to 10. Here's Charlier for par.
A lot more than I think she wanted here. Downhill.
Yeah, that's tough. You know, she had that long birdie attempt and came up short. And so it makes a left turn there. And so you're on the green in 2. Obviously not ideal, but and now you're looking at potentially a 5.
Yeah, especially hitting the fairway. I know she's disappointed, but what has Kendall got in this one here, Julia?
Maybe just a little bit of movement coming off that bunker uphill. She likes to hit her putts hard.
So Kendall Jackson is safely in.
Back over at 13, Elsa Tornval, wonderful tee shot. This should be a mere formality. Nice 2 there for Elsa.
Love the fist bump. Heard finally. I love it.
All right, and this for 5. And so Lucy Charbonnet is going to drop a shot, but she is still on top here. She's 2 under through 10, and Texas A&M, the Corpus Christi Islanders, they own the top spot right now, up by 14. If they can pull it off, it'll be their 3rd consecutive victory here at the PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship. Back here at day 2 of the PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship, and we mentioned it before we went to break. So consecutive wins for the women's team, and man, look at the job that Bethune-Cookman has done throughout the years. They won with 8 in a row at one point from 2012 to 2019, and there you see Texas A&M Corpus Christi trying to see if they can win this event for the 3rd consecutive year. And speaking of the Lady Islanders, let's check in with Maria Beltran off the green for birdie at 11.
Just bobbled a little bit coming out of that fringe, moving a little left. She's probably pleased with nestling up there next to the hole.
Yeah, they've got 3 players in the top 5 right now. So looking good, at least for the moment, for that 3-peat.
And now the second for Aaron Marcelino, the freshman from Tennessee State.
Yeah, you're good.
We're going to see a lot of participants aiming away from that hole location, left and long. No good today at 14.
Well, let's make our way back to the 11th, par 5 on a Ferreira Iya Height from Delaware State. Get ready to go.
Now, we still got a little bit of time. She's actually just hit one of the more booming drives you'll ever see here. Only 189 to this back hole location here, but still got some play up ahead. A lot of hand signals going on from teammates. I'm having a blast out here just watching how these players are communicating back and forth, the highs and the lows of their day.
Yeah, Anna had a great chance to win medalist honors a year ago. Finished second, one shot off the lead, an All-American scholar in 2022. To Rick McCall Jr., the head coach of Delaware State, earlier this morning. Excited about this championship, the prospects of maybe winning it all. And you take a look at the coaching connections, and Rick McCall Jr., one of the PGA professionals that are coaches here this week. I think it's great synergy, Smiley, when you consider the PGA of America, what they've done with this championship, to see one of their professionals sort of saying, all right, I've got ownership of a program, and we're going to try to come out and leave Shoal Creek Wednesday with a trophy in hand. Really a testament to what the PGA of America and all these individuals have done throughout the course of this season.
You are exactly right, Burko. That PGA next to your name, it means even more on weeks like this. Doug, I'm curious here. How close is... Yeah, okay, there we go. I was going to ask you how close she was to the creek that runs through the fairway, being only 189.
Yeah, she's about a first down and a half from that creek up ahead. This is Alabama. We got to put it in football talk.
You're in the right place. Birmingham is the epicenter of college football, with Alabama and Auburn being so very close to Birmingham in both.
Well, the good news is my Kentucky Wildcats, we finally got a team that works. So when we got here, this hole was playing down. Now back into this breeze. Buck 89 flag. Only 175 to the middle of the screen. This is a low screamer challenging the front edge.
Needs to get down. That creek comes into play behind the green. Doug, I don't think it stayed out of it either.
Man, it's the risk you take on there.
Of course.
Just a little bit off the mark as we take a look at our PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship leaderboard, presented by Chase Sapphire, Texas A&M Corpus Christi, with that 13-shot lead. And you take a look at Howard University, 20 over, third place. The women's program has been in existence for 2 years. We just showed all the teams that have won multiple championships in a row. Credit to what's going on there for both the men's and women's programs.
What the men's program doing at Burko? They're running away with it.
And oh, by the way, they've only been in existence for 3 years, due in large part to what Steph Curry has contributed to make things possible for these young men and women. Now on the tee, Hoffmeister.
And this is headed well right. She needs a good kick.
There's a creek over there that the players can't see, and
we can see the ball.
Nice break.
Hobbs, her third at 11.
105 now. The wind's back down here, Smiley. And I've watched her play a lot of golf today, and her wedge game has been spot on.
Don't want to end up long of this whole location.
Settle.
That's what you're scared of. It from back in the fairway, it looks like it's a cliff on the other side of where that hole's cut.
All right, back about 450 yards. Charbonnier.
Aiming at that left side green bunker up there. It's on a good line.
Julia, you mentioned it. She is driving the golf ball very well.
And we go to the 14th. Aaron Marcelino, this long birdie attempt. Pretty good speed there.
A lot of break in that putt.
Third on the way for Lucia Ramirez.
See if she learned something from her playing partners.
Don't hit it long. She learned that. There's head coach Pat Stevens jumping in there. Had a great chat with him earlier. You see the tape around the left wrist of Ramirez. Had been injured, been battling. You know, Smiley, you get a wrist injury in golf, can be a big, big issue, but said Ramirez healthy right now, and he said a big part of the success of the team so far this week. Now back to the tee. Kendall Jackson looks to be less than driver.
She hits it a mile off the tee, so this is a smart play. There's a creek that runs through the center of this fairway. Needs to stay short of it. I like this play for her.
So good.
I love it. She's got a lot of Henrik Stenson in her golf swing.
Field this week, worth another look. Kendall Jackson off the tee here at 11.
Back at Howard University, and what a job they did on day one here. This is Curtis Merritt, his tee shot at 13.
Come on down.
Using that slope, Fran.
Talked to with Curtis and come on down. Tapped that in for birdie. Opened up with a 72. And this is Everett Whiten Jr. for eagle at 11.
Half-court shot. That was from downtown.
And Mr. Whiten wasn't done for birdie at 16. Had it to 5 under at one point. And drops in. Opened up with a 69. This is a defending champ. You love this motion.
This was a viral video now. So many people have seen this shot. Hit the shot, grabbing the bag. This game ain't hard.
Gregory Odom Jr. And with that on 17 for eagle. 2 beautiful shots. And so why not, get to the bag quick. And why not cap off the 17th in style. This for eagle.
Hey, the game's about getting the ball in the hole fastest, and Greg Odom does that as good as anybody.
Yeah, sneaks it through the left door, and a 71. So the men's Division I, they're playing over at the Metbrook Golf Course today. I'll tell you what, it is a sprint to the top for the Howard Bison golf team. These guys are all having great days. They've got, let's see if I can do my math right, 34-shot lead. Marcus Smith, 6 under for the tournament. He had shot 3 under today. Eric Whiten Jr., another 69. Curtis Merritt shot a 66 today. And the defending champ, Gregory Odom Jr., also 3 under today. And so it's going to be a fight to the finish to see who ends up being the medalist between this foursome. The previous men Division I champs, and Howard looking to join this group here and see if they can win it in back-to-back years. We told you just about just the acumen of the Bethune-Cookman teams throughout the years, both the men's and the women's. The Jackson State has done it twice. Scooter Clark, by the way, does a great job for the PGA of America. At that time, he was a head coach at Bethune-Cookman through a big chunk of that reign. So kudos to Scooter Clark. The PGA of America has done a tremendous job throughout this week here and they've really put on a fabulous event.
Certainly have. Now Harrell, long birdie putt here at 11.
Yeah, up the hill, breaking right to left.
Oh. Man, Doug, we had a great look coming right at us, Smiley. Thought
and we go to the 14th. Aaron Marcelino for par.
It's going to be some break in this. We saw that first putt. I'm with you.
Never a doubt, Aaron. Never a doubt.
I don't like left to right putts from 4 feet either. Getting those at the bottom, pick it up, go to the next one.
All right, let's go back to the green here at 11. Lucia Ramirez got a look at a 4.
I know she's still got this uphill putt breaking from her left to right, but I do want to mention that Tom Woodard is on the back of the screen, PGA Professional. He actually qualified for the PGA Championship back in 1991, the year after it was held here at Shoal Creek. Great to see him out and volunteering his time as a PGA ambassador for this championship.
Yeah, so many individuals that are part of this championship and part of the fabric of what started all the way back in the late 80s. So great to see it come full circle this week.
In our meetings before the tournament started, Scooter Clark talked about it. It's a fraternity. The people you meet along the way, he still keeps in touch with, and the ambassadors coming back, serving their time, being helpful for this tournament makes this event so special.
Now Ashley Hobbs for par at 11.
Yeah, a little left to right twister here for Hobbs. Very disappointing hole for her. Hit a great drive and laid up to a fantastic number, 95 yards. Over the back of the green, and now
I think it just came off that way.
She's not going to love the result here.
Sounded like she was happy with the putt, so you could hear her say bad read.
You don't want to give one back on a par 5, considering just how good these final groups are playing on a Tuesday afternoon at Shoal Creek. Take another peek, see what you can learn. Texas A&M Corpus Christi, 14 clears. They've won the last 2, looking to go for 3 in a row in 2023.
Back on the second round of the PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship, Maria Beltran just off the fairway on 12.
Plays it into the false front perfectly. That was very well done.
Back 1 to 11. Third shot on the way for Hoffmeister.
Oh, no. Go.
Saw it catch the corner of that bunker. That's going to be a little tricky bunker shot.
And down to the 14th, Amber Pennington for par.
Quick putt. Should go left.
So that's going to bring her back to even for her round on the day. Don't want to jinx it, so there we go.
All right, Kendall Jackson, her third here at 11.
103, but 98 yards to get it up and over this big ridge to get it to the back tier here. Has a gap wedge in her hand. Like Smiley said, she can put a ton of spin on this ball, so she can be aggressive with this.
Gap wedge, Julia. That's what she had on the last hole as well.
She caught that really thin.
Haven't seen many of those from Kendall here so far this week. Second year in existence, women's program at Howard University finished 5th in this championship a year ago. You see that they won the SAS championship back in 2022. That was in the fall. Won that by 96 strokes. 9-6. How about that? Charbonnet, her third.
Needed just a few more yards to get back to that back tier.
Maybe it's that last moment, Smiley, where you saw what Kendall Jackson did, even though it wasn't the best of contact. You say to yourself, don't go long, whatever you do. Tuesday afternoon at Shoal Creek. More of the PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship coming your way right after this.
PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship, Charbonnier, Ramirez, and Beltran have Texas A&M Corpus Christi rolling here up 13. And thanks to Medical Properties Trust, a local youth had the opportunity to come out instruction and mentorship from local PGA Professionals and PGA WORKS ambassadors.
5, 6, ready, groove.
Right. And make sure they see someone that looks like them. I think that's my responsibility. I think it's all of our responsibilities as people of color that are part of this game.
They have that visual, that North Star, somebody come from the same clubhouse as them. They may be prone to, I want to come back. You know, I want to participate because I see somebody else who looks like me to be more involved.
It was awesome to see the glow. Like, there's certain kids that otherwise would have never been here.
I'm from Matthew Academy and I had a great day at Youth Day.
I just keep telling them it's about to happen. Keep doing this, follow these instructions, and then all of a sudden there goes one up in the air and their eyes light up.
There you go. So many activities beyond this championship that really opens the door, hopefully, for these true young men and women to maybe play in this PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship in years to come. Now back out to the action here. Difficult fourth for Jackson.
It is, and she's got her face slightly open, but still hitting a little bump into this hill. She has to make sure she gets it up there to stay.
That was the right idea, Julia. Just a little cautious on it, but not too bad, to be honest. It's a difficult shot.
And we go to 12. And McKendall's teammate, Kira Cox, a graduate student. This for par here. It's a great save there.
Great putt.
Plus, I like the kicks.
Yes, I love it.
Boy, if you love college golf, the month of May is exactly what you have circled on your calendar. And if you need more college golf talk, well, turn in to College Golf Talk. Brentley Romine and me, we're going to recap the women's regionals, preview the men's, take a look at what happened here in Birmingham this week, all gearing up for the finale at Grayhawk a couple weeks from now for the women and men. Going to be an exciting few weeks here in the collegiate game. Now, Charbonnier, long birdie putt at 11.
There wasn't a lot of break in that putt. Really need to be focused on speed, and unfortunately hit it a bit too hard there.
Julia, back-to-back holes. She's going to have a par putt she's going to have to try to make. Still a one-shot lead in the individual medalist competition.
Back to 12, her teammate Maria Beltran for birdie.
I think she thought she made that one, Fran.
I was definitely surprised it did not go down. And Maria Beltran, part of the strong Corpus Christi team. She's a senior from Argentina. It's another great thing about this tournament and these teams. Literally, it's many United Nations. You got players from all over the world.
All right, Jackson trying to save her par at 11. It was the third, Smiley.
It was a little unforced error on that wedge shot. I think it's 2 holes in a row. She's been a little in between clubs, and as we can see, rolling through the fringe. Pretty clean. Just got a little too far out to the right.
So she's going to give at least one back here at 11. We go to 13 with Beltran.
Well, yesterday the pin was in the front left, which is, I think, a funnel bucket pin and a much easier birdie opportunity. Today, just on top of that, fits perfectly for a nice high draw if you're able to do it.
Thought about it.
That's actually a great lead. Those left bunkers are very difficult if you get in there.
That was okay, but what was very impressive, about 30 minutes ago, her teammate Elsa Tornval, and you said day one was that whole location we could see one. We thought we almost were going to get one right there.
I did. It's not easy to cut it into that whole, back left hole location.
All right, Charbonnier for par at 11.
It's a big putt for her. That's 2 back-to-back 3 putts there, Burko.
Yeah, a little bit of stress over the last 20 minutes or so for Lucy.
Now tied with her teammate.
The play here on a Tuesday afternoon at Shoal Creek. It is the 36th edition of the PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship, presented by Chase Sapphire and ADT.
And welcome back to the PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship presented by Chase Sapphire. It has been a great week here in Birmingham, Alabama. And we're at the Shoal Creek Club and also Bent Brook Golf Course for the PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship, the year number 36. A great event, 54-hole stroke play championship. I mentioned Shoal Creek and Bent Brook. We're keeping track of all 5 divisions, men's Division 1 and men's Division 2, the women's division, which we are focusing on today, plus the men's individual and women's individual. So those are players who are here without team representation. And this is Lucia Ramirez at the 12th up.
A little short-sided from that tee shot. And try to creep it right up on that front edge, but that's just short.
Ramirez now tied for the lead with her teammate, Lucy Charbonnier. She's even through 11. A freshman, Texas A&M, Corpus Christi Islanders are from Venezuela. And she finished the tie for 12th, had a pretty good year. Tied for 12th, the Southland Conference Championship. She was also a member of the Venezuelan 2021 national team at the South American Junior Golf Championship. And here is Aaron Marcelino, our top tracer presented by Chase Sapphire.
Playing 157 yards here at the 16th today. Plays probably about 4 or 5 more down from that. Similar hole location that we saw yesterday, just tucked behind that bunker. If you can land it just on the top side of it, it'll take a bounce right towards it. But I think we'll see a lot of balls towards the middle of the green, Fran.
It's off to the right. A ton of green to work with. It'll be interesting to see what her approach is. Let's see if she can try to get that ball up and down. Save par. And let's go back to the 12th. Doug, here's Lucia Ramirez.
Downhill, breaking just past the hole.
Ooh, do a little dance.
And back to the tee. Julia Hoffmeister with driver.
She's missed a few of her drivers wayward the last few holes, and this is a good one to get it back steady, straight down the middle, left side of the fairway.
Julia, that's pushed up pretty far up there. I'm actually kind of curious to see if Kendall Jackson's going to hit driver on this hole. She might be able to get on the front edge.
Lucy Charbonnier, she's hitting driver.
You can aim this at the right center of this fairway. There's a big slope that will feed the balls to the left. This is going up the left side, though.
Got a nice kick, and it's actually going to be just fine. Yeah. Almost pin high left. Let's take another look at this golf swing. Very short, compact, plenty of hand depth. And then she shallows it perfectly, has great torso rotation. You could see she flipped it just fractionally, but very repeatable golf swing.
Kendall Jackson being smart. See, we wanted to see if she could drive the green, but Julia, she's being smart.
I really like this play. She'll get a full swing wedge in. Really good shot there.
Julia, can you ask her if she can pull out another ball to hit driver? I just want to see if she can get it on the green.
All right, let's go to 13, just over the back of the green. Maria Beltran, her second.
Elected to use the putter there, Burko, and looks like she's got it figured out.
Oh, how about that? Tremendous effort indeed. It's like she's been around Shoal Creek before.
And back to the 12th, Morgan Harrell for birdie. And freshman from Howard.
This might be one of the quicker putts out at Shoal Creek. Helps when you hit the hole.
Yeah, that's a really good effort there. She's maybe wanting to see if count to 10. She thought it was down.
It's like, oh, I wish it would have gone in, but if it didn't go in, it would have probably been about 8 feet by. So we'll take it.
Morgan finished third at the SAS Championship HBCU Invitational earlier this year. And back more on day 2 from Shoal Creek. Well, Kendall Jackson after an iron off the tee. Smart play.
Smart play, just 82 yards in now, 73 to the front. There's a false front here. And she didn't hit this one well either.
A little unfortunate, but probably not the best lie. We had some winter kill this winter that has made the fairways a little slow back.
Jump ahead to 13, the par 3. Anna Ferreira Height from Delaware State, set to go.
I'll tell you, all day this wind has been up and down and up and down. Now there is no breeze right now, 144. And up this hill, she's got 35 to cover the front. This is on a great line if it's enough.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, great shot.
Pretty well done there, Doug.
I love how these golfers are talking to the ball. They're giving it some health. They're not shy. I like it. Dilly's sitting out.
Beautiful lie here, 66 yards.
Every weekend, Duffer should just watch Dilly's motion.
I just pulled that.
Tee shot on the way for Horrell at 13.
Yeah, she's had the pulls today.
Continues.
Hopefully it doesn't plug and ends up in the upslope to give her an opportunity to get that up and down. If it's not, it could be very difficult.
And back to 12. Here's Claudia Hoffmeister.
Bit of a blind shot here, 44 yards. So hard from this distance.
Over at 13, Lucia Ramirez.
I'm going to need Smiley to bring me out some bug spray down in this little hole. But this is a good-looking shot. It needs to get up.
Well, when you said there's no wind out, all I thought about, man, it's got to be steamy and those bugs are coming out.
And back to 12. Charbonnier shots away. Not bad, Julia.
Yeah.
Really good from there out of that Bermuda rough. She judged that perfectly.
Be nice for her bounce back.
All right, fourth member of this group here at 13, Ashley Hobbs from Texas Southern.
Yeah, Smiley, you are going to need to call the exterminator out here. I don't know what these things are. They're like flying ants. Driving me nuts.
Oh, man, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
All right. Got to take advantage of these conditions. Everything is down, no wind. It's playing +3 up this hill, so I'm going to say just a 150 shot. Well struck, but outright. Trying to draw.
Should get a kick left. There it is. And getting even better.
There you go, Ashley Hobbs. I mean, friend, you talked about it. These young student athletes love to talk to that golf ball.
Little shoulder lean. She's like, oh, wow, I didn't know it kicked that far left right there. No, keep going.
Oh, to be young and realize the golf ball doesn't listen. Keep talking to it, Ashley.
Having fun out there.
Yeah.
All right. They make their way to the tee. We go to 16. Aaron Marcelino, the save par. And so she'll tap that in for bogey. Ashley Hobbs, it just kept getting better and better for it. Let's see now if she can finish the deal. More from Shoal Creek coming up next.
Back at 13, an awkward second for Harrell.
Yeah, ball well below her feet. She's got to be looking way out to the left. This ball's going to come out dead right. I think she's done a pretty good job here, Smiley.
I think so, Doug. You just can't make the mistake of leaving it in the bunker and give yourself an opportunity to make a par.
All right, let's go back to 12. Here's Kendall Jackson for bogey.
Had some bunker trouble here. Got her second bunker shot out to that position, and now she'll have a long look for double.
Greens firmed up a little bit. Yesterday they were a little softer because of the precipitation. Here's Emily Murray from Delaware State, her second shot.
Great shot from Emily. That was actually pretty far away. That's a very small opening you're hitting to on the front left corner of the green on 14. Great look for birdie.
Let's go back one to Lucia Ramirez, long birdie putt.
Yeah, she's got this ridge to contend with and a little influence from that bunker we saw Morgan in. Just going to break a little left to right up this hill.
Really good pace, Smiley.
I thought she made it when it was about 8 feet out. And so did she.
And to 12, here's Adili Asidanat. This is for birdie.
Pretty quick coming from the top side of this hole. It slowed down on her, but these greens are firming up. We've seen quite a few putts run by today.
Trust it, all right? Get that speed.
Sitting not just a one shot back here. Here's Hoffmeister for birdie, Julia. I'm sorry, this is bogey.
It is. She was also in this back bunker. Unfortunately, hit it over the green. Had about a 40-yard shot up. Had a great shot to get it to that position. Just having some trouble on this hole.
Which is surprising, Julia, considering how well this group has played today. This hole is only 310 yards, and I tell you, you're right. They have struggled on this 12th hole.
Back at 13 for Height. See if she can roll one in.
Tell you what, I think she's just on the opposite side of that fall line, Smiley. This should have just a little right to left of this.
This just looks like a putt she's going to make, Doug.
Oh, it really does. No question.
Just started just. It's nice to make a 3 at 13.
Oh, let's go to 14. Here's Maria Beltran. Drove it into trouble. Pitched to here. Ooh. That's about a yard in the wrong direction here. All right, let's go to yesterday here. Kairi Moodley. And this for birdie off the green at 18 to finish up at a 1 under par. She's playing in the women's individual bracket. That was here at Shoal Creek. So the women's individuals, they are over at Bentbrook today. And a great look at the Bentbrook golf course here. And so Moodley had another pretty good day. She finished with a 1 over 73. And a look now, she's got some company at the top, though. Alicia Gann, she shot a 2 under 70. And so those two are on top at a 1 over. Fu Kine, who won this event back in 2021 at TPC Sawgrass. She's just a shot back. So let's take a look here at some of the recent women's individual champs. And again, these are players who are playing without the representation of their full team. We've got a division for just about everybody here. But Harley Vargas, she's won it a year ago, and that was at the Union League in Philadelphia. Now Lyndon Wang, a back-to-back winner in the 2019 and 2018. And look at Tiana Jones, and Berko talked about Tiana earlier today. They represented the PGA, and she won it 5 times, 3 times at Maryland Eastern Shore, also South Carolina and South Carolina State. All right, back at 12, and here's the Charbonnier for birdie. She can get
Beautiful
one back.
Look here. Got a great read from Kendall. Inside the door left.
All right, so a nice work from Lucy after back-to-back
What's
bogeys. at 10 and 11. She comes through with a birdie at 12. Everyone's got a good look here at Shoal Creek. More from second round action coming up.
Back at Shoal Creek Tuesday afternoon, second round coverage as we take a look at our PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship Leaderboard presented by ADT. Take a look at the women's division, our focus here today in Texas A&M Corpus Christi. They've won the last 2 championships in search of 3 in a row and in great position, currently a 17-shot lead.
All right, let's go to 14. This is for bogey for Maria Beltran.
Oh, we saw her end up in that bunker short-sided and tough to get up and down from there, Fran.
All right, so she'll tap in for a double bogey.
Let's go over to 13. Her teammate, Lucy Charbonnier.
Going with an 8-iron here, and this is hanging out to the right.
Fortunate to kick down in that bunker. Still going to be a challenge in second.
And back to 14. Kira Cox for birdie. So Cox finished tied for second at the Hornet Classic at the Creek.
Claudia Hoffmeister next to go at 13.
144 to this whole location, up 3, 147. It is on the back tier, so you need to get something back and up there. Going with a 7-iron.
That'll be interesting there, Burko. She may have to deal with the edge of that bunker putting.
Ashley Hobbs at the beautiful 14th.
It is my favorite tee shot. I'm a little biased, but it is really cool when you get on top of this tee. And fun fact, Fran actually got engaged right there.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, oh, that's special, Smiling.
You know what? Oh, goodness. Well, where's she aiming right here, Doug?
Well, she's aiming right where you took that knee, my friend. No, just up the left. She's got a great ball out in the fairway, but she's got to tug this a little and turn her over right to left. But I'm not sure she can get to that bunker. No, I was wrong.
Back 1-13 with Dilly Sittenot from Texas Southern.
This hole's playing 147 today, and you have about 7 yards to get it up and over that big slope in front of this hole. I think 147 is the number. She has a 7-iron in her hand.
I could watch that golf swing all day.
Great shot by the sophomore from Thailand who won the SWAC championship for the second consecutive year. Probably due in large part to this golf swing, Smiley.
I just see such good rhythm. She's never in a rush on the backswing, lets it set, super patient. You can see, wow, look at that. Great showering move and an abbreviated follow through. Those arms, that extension through the shot. Beautiful.
To the 14th, Morgan Harrell, the freshman from Howard, Doug.
Yeah, it looks like she's working on a little squat move before she let that one fly. And how good is this? Closest to the center stripe contest.
Yeah, that is gorgeous. And so the final group on their way here down the fairway at 13. And we'll be back for more second round action of the PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship after this.
Back at 13, Charbonnet, her second.
Got a pretty good lie, coming out low, but pretty good shot there.
Yes, it was. Wow.
All right, we go to 14. Ashley Hobbs, Doug, out of the fairway bunker.
Yeah, it's a miss-hit strike. I really didn't think she could actually get it to the bunker with how poorly she had hit it, but this one has got some heat on it as well. That's back where we saw that pin during yesterday's first round.
Doug, this is going to be an impossible putt where she's going to be putting from. I'm just so excited to watch to see if she's able to figure out that line. It's going to be impossible, and you're excited to watch?
Thinking the same thing.
It's easy.
She's not excited
about it, Fran.
All right, Kendall Jackson now at 13. She could use this for birdie.
She's barely off the green, but left herself a really good putt. Not a ton of break. Straight back up the hill.
Good pace.
Back to 14. Here's Morgan Harrell. And a beautiful tee shot, Doug.
Man, she hit this right down the mayor's office. That's down Main Street. 115 to this front hole location. Now, Smiley, she's got to guard against landing this too close to the hole. You gotta just land this on that front edge. Oh, but she's lost this.
Guarding against going left, Doug. It's those bunkers left. We've seen it. Very difficult.
Freshman from Howard. Off to a great start here. And now Lucia Ramirez. She looking at Doug.
Well, she's got a great line, a great angle, and she just was really quick from the top there.
Saw the same thing, just a little quick out of the top.
Back at 13, set a knot from back to the green.
Downhill putt. Leaving the pin in here. It's the first time she's done that in a few holes. Might be a slight slope coming off of that greenside bunker to her left. Speed is really important here, I think.
Good speed indeed.
And back to 14. Anna Faria Height, her second, Doug.
Well, her distance and the current temperature are about the same. 105 right back into this whole location, and she can be very aggressive.
You're right.
Just a little long, Doug. She liked it when she hit it, but it is going to be a very tough bunker shot.
Hoffmeister at 13.
This left for her par, really not much in it. She can be a little aggressive here if she wants to take out some of the break.
She's putted pretty well today, but the left to right putts have been giving her just a little bit more issues than the straight and right to left.
I'm seeing her kind of open up her chest a bit, Smiley, kind of coming out of the putt early on those left to right putts.
Yep, just not releasing that putter head.
Bit of a rough start on the back nine for Hoffmeister, so she can turn it around. Final 5 holes.
Well, this group really had it going on
early.
6, 7, 8, 9. It seemed like they're all hitting pins down. Julia, is the mojo out of the group?
Everyone's looking a little lackadaisical right now. A little slow, but this would be a great momentum putt. If she could get this to go in, did exactly what Claudia did on the last one.
Yeah, that was Charbonnier for par, so she's going to drop one. Won medalist honors by a shot a year ago, and there were concerns she might not even make it back here in 2023. Late last year, she had major kidney surgery, was out for 4 months. They figured it out because she kept complaining of back pains. Had some tests run, had the surgery in Europe. Good news, healthy, feeling good. Back in the lineup, the undeniable leader for head coach Pat Stevens.
And now we go to the 16th, Lucia Martinez, her teammate. Our top tracer presented by Chase Sapphire.
That any good?
Or like a laser. And we go back to 14. This is Lucia Ramirez downhill in the bunker here.
Doesn't get much more difficult than this, but how about this result?
That was a 10 out of 10 bunker shot, Doug. That was so impressive to be able to hit it into the hill to kill the momentum of that golf ball. So good.
Let's go up to 15. Kira Cox from Howard getting ready to go with her second.
This hole's all the way in the back today, and this is all the way back there as well. Great shot.
Yeah, force is the issue. Rewarded nicely. Great month of May here. If you're a big college golf fan right here on Golf Channel, we're head back to Grayhawk, Scottsdale, Arizona, end of the month for the NCAA Division I Golf Championships. The women May 22nd through the 24th, and the men May 29th through the 31st. We're crowning national champs all month long here in the collegiate game. Now, take a look at the watch list for the Annika Award presented by Stiefel, handed out annually to the top female collegiate golfer. A year ago, Rose Zhang took home the award as a freshman. All due respect to everyone else on this list, it will be 2 in a row, most likely for Rose Zhang, who's won 6 of 8 events in her sophomore season, currently a share of the lead at regionals. Out in Pullman, Washington, she's as good as it gets.
All right, to 14, it's a 3-wood for Kendall Jackson.
Actually, she ended up going with a driver there, which I think was a pretty aggressive play for her, because to get into that bunker she went into is only 255, so pushing it down there.
Yeah, it didn't look like that from that camera angle, but that's why you go down to Julia, because she's right there on the spot. Here's the Charmin Yeh.
If you're going to pull driver, which she has as well, you have to take it over that right bunker that's kind of creeping out in the fairway a bit. It's 230 to cover that. Down 4 from here. This is headed at that left greenside bunker. Needs to sit. Fairway bunker needs to sit.
Yeah, it looks like it rolled in there, but we'll get confirmation.
So, Smiley, you were saying this tee box important for you in your family life where you got engaged. Julia, recently engaged. Any advice that you maybe want to pass along to the new father?
Get some sleep, maybe.
I'm sleeping good. I got a superstar wife at home. She's been crushing it all.
This is on a great line.
I'll say.
There we go. Hadn't been the best back 9, but this is a great opportunity for her to make a birdie.
Yeah, and there is our recently.
How about a friendly wave? Huh? You got the best seat in the house there, don't you?
Dude, you got to sit where you can out here. We're in some big hills.
There's no better place to watch golf than the back of the tee at 14 at Shoal Creek. Just beautiful.
Dilly Sitanan.
Needs to carry a bit. Oh, and it does.
Yeah, right over that bunker. And then she's on the right side of the fairway. First round action here. These are highlights for the men's individuals. And how about the CM Mixon from Louisville? He had a great day. Gets a birdie at 10. And Kentaro Nanayama, the Boilermaker from Purdue, at 11 for Eagle, Smiley.
It's hard to get to where he did on that second shot. Great 3 at the 11th.
The defending champ is tee shot at 13. Sparky Arwi-Chat-Waken.
Love the name Sparky. Love the golf shot more.
You want to give Arwi-Chat-Waken a turn, or are you good?
I'll go with Sparky.
He would tap that in for birdie, and then it's Mixon. Got a great ruling here. Was smart. Used the rules to his advantage on 17.
That was a very fun ruling to watch, but that little pitch out, incredible.
Yeah, one of those big fans was in his way. Missed the birdie putt there on 17, but on 18 makes up for it in a big way. Mixon. Oh, yeah. It gets it to go. Beautiful round of golf we got to see yesterday from CM. 5 under, a 67. Was in control of his golf ball all day long. And so the men's individual contingent playing their second round at Bentbrook Golf Course today. And a look at the leaderboard. And so Mixon followed up his 67 with the 73, so not bad. The defending champ, though, jumped up in the tie for the lead. Sparky Arwi-Chat-Waken. He shoots a 70. Keep your eye here on Yuki Leyo from Michigan with a 4 under 67. And so now he's in a group at the 2 under with J.C. Dukes. And a look now at the recent men's individual champs. And again, these guys are here. K Solo not representing their teams, but doing a nice job. And there you see Sparky won a year ago. Nabil Khan from UConn, back-to-back winner in 2017 and 2018. So that's a look at the men's individual. We go back to 14, the second shot for Charbonnier.
Unfortunately, just caught a really bad lie, a hanging lie off that lip, and just had to get something out of there.
And now to 16, Lucy Martinez, Charbonnier's teammate for birdie. Oh,
never a doubt.
Yeah, that's right. And so after back-to-back bogeys, nice job by Lucy. And now it's going to be Dilly's second at 14.
Beautiful angle into this green. Just 100 yards here. 91 to the front. Really looking to land something about 96, 97. Keep it below this whole front uphill putt.
Oh, man, that was a yard away.
Take a look at the Texas Southern Tigers head coach, Willie Shankle, another one of the PGA Professionals, leading one of the programs here this week. They finished 6th in this championship a year ago, also won their second straight SWAC championship, so they know what success is about. They're just trying to get to that next level. What Texas A&M Corpus Christi has done the last couple of years, they have really set the bar high. But great to see Willie and the squad performing quite nicely here this week at Shoal Creek.
As we go back to 16, a great look from the green up the tee box. Maria Beltran will be the first to play.
Tell you, Fran, you got to think they get to play one round out at Shoal Creek. You got to think on a day like today how beautiful it is out there, how memorable this experience is. Playing in front of the cameras here on Golf Channel has been an awesome day for these girls.
That's an awesome shot. They can get up, and it does. Yeah, all the trees, and I know you've mentioned just, how there's been a lot of trees that have been lost because of weather. But, man, I mean, it is so beautiful here, the way the golf course just sits in this bowl. And then you look up and you see all the trees around it, the surrounding areas. I mean, that's picturesque right there.
It's a beautiful place. About 2021, we had a tornado go through the fourth, 5th, and 6th hole, and actually ran all the way up the mountain that you can see, that little spot up on the hill. That's actually where the tornado went up and over.
This is Emily Murray, a freshman from Delaware State. Born in Ireland. And I love the cross section from across the world that you see at this tournament as well.
Back to those trees. In that tornado, we lost 2,500 trees. It's hard to imagine, and we've actually been cutting down trees over the last 5 years. So a total of about 5,000 trees have been eliminated through this golf course through tornado and us cutting them down. So we're just continually trying to make this place the best growing conditions for grass.
Here's Lila Vaughn from Texas Southern. A bit unlucky there as she finds bunker. And a look down, we talked about it here, is Shoal Creek, and just what a great job that they've done so far here this week. James Carroll and company. It's obviously Jack Nicklaus' first design, but the course is set up beautifully.
It is, and James Carroll and his staff have worked tirelessly to get this golf course in great condition, and May is typically when our greens really start to get good, and that's what these participants are getting to putt on this week. And a big shout out to Brian Cord and his staff working tirelessly as well.
All right, the third for Charbonnier, Julia.
Got it up and over that lip, rolled out. We'll have an uphill putt for her par.
It's pretty well done with that lie.
Pretty good.
All right, back to the par 3 16th. Playing 157 yards today. Kira Cox from Howard.
Well, we saw her hit a nice iron shot into the last green.
Oh, yeah, slings it in there to draw nicely.
Drop back 1 to 15 for Height. Getting ready to go.
Yeah, well back at 159 in here. Back hole location. She's got plenty of green to work with. Long is not the move. I'm really surprised by how low she hits the ball. But this is going to work out perfect.
Yeah, good one there by Anna.
Yeah, thumbs up. That's right. You're playing great golf. To the 14th. Here's Dilly out of the bunker.
Caught a great lie. Needs to just barely hit it on the green like that and let it trickle to the hole.
Wow, that was impressive technique. Took a fairly big backswing of abbreviated follow through to get a bunch of spin. Julia, that was impressive.
At 15, Morgan Harrell getting ready for her second.
A bit unlucky, Burko. That ball kind of caught that rough area. She's got a horrible lie, but had it stayed in the fairway, she'd be down where Hobbs is, another 30 yards down this hill.
Was that like 105 to carry the bunker? A little down. It's like 110 to carry the bunker. Like 130 to the 5. 115. You said 115? Yeah, what's your 115? I could hit a pitching wedge. I mean, if I aim left and hit a pitching wedge at the fan, at the fan or at the cameraman, I think that's fine. Yeah, I think so too. Because that should carry 115. It's down one, you said? Yeah. Right. And I'm out of the rough. Yeah. So I'm going at the fan. Okay.
All right, they've had the conversation. Ball appears to be sitting down just a bit.
Yeah, she's got a jumper lie, so doesn't want to play the full number. From my calculation, she had 127 hole, but you hear the combo there. 115 is really what they're trying to do, but she's got a guard against this jumper, and it's playing three from the bottom of this hill. So got to give it a little more. You can tell she went down to get that.
Oh, wow. How did that bounce backwards? What it hit?
That close.
We go back to 14. Here's Kendall Jackson getting ready for her par putt to stay at 3 over.
Great putt there.
Ashley Hobbs at 15.
I got this all the way down to the bottom, and that's one of the kind of challenges here. If you hit the driver, you can take on that hill there. Smiley hit that little speed slide and get down here to just a little flip wedge, but now this is where your work cuts out because she's got, honestly, a horrible angle. She's looking up. You can't see nothing but the top cloth of the flag from where she is, so a bit of guesswork to get this number right. She's only got 91 yards from where she is up this hill. Now we're starting to see these greens, Smiley, wake up a little bit.
Absolutely. She guessed pretty well. Great shot.
All right, back to 14. And the leader, Lucy Charbonnier, for par, yeah. Always good when you can able to say par and walk off.
She's keeping control in the medalist column. Under par on the week.
Ramirez now, last to go here at 15.
Tell you what, Smiley, I've enjoyed seeing her ball flight today, especially with the driver. She hits this kind of piercing mid-trad, just flat ball, and it really cuts through everything. And ball landed up on top of the hill, ran another 40 yards down to where she is. She's got 2 balls in nicely, but she can't see either of them from where she is. Has to fly this kind of all the way to the hole.
Her golf swing is technically sound. It's very in sync, and I love the move she makes, and I can imagine very consistent. We're going to take one more look here at the swing. Right through the hands on the way back. It just looks like there's nothing that can go wrong in that golf swing.
And now back to 14. Dilly sitting out, trying to see if she can get up and down after that great shot out of the bunker. She had a lot of good bunker play.
That was tour level good. I'm telling you, that up and down was elite, top notch.
And up ahead to 16, Maria Beltran, long birdie attempt.
Should move right and maybe want to go back left. It did. Another double breaker at Shoal Creek.
Beltran, part of that Texas A&M Corpus Christi squad that's won the last 2 PGA WORKS Collegiate Championships. Pat Stevens, another one of the PGA Professionals, leading a squad here this week. And Fran, you touched on it. When you look at some of the rosters, France, Argentina, Venezuela, Mexico, Sweden, they go global to get the very best.
No.
All right, tee shot for Hoffmeister at 15.
What was
Seen
the
a few of
hybrid
those.
there? Yeah, what was the hybrid there? And overturned it into that left bunker.
Charbonnier next to go. She's got driver.
Yeah, I like this play, Berko. That bunker on the left side is 225 to get it up and over. You really need to keep it right of it, but if you can carry about 230, you'll get a kick off that downslope. Have a much shorter approach shot in.
An advantage, too, once you get it down. The pin's in the back, so if you're going to push it up, definitely push it up when the pin is back. Lost it a little to the right. Stays out of the heavy stuff and avoid the trees, too, Berko. I don't know.
Up ahead to 16. Akira Cox for birdie and for the Lady Bison. Comes up a touch short.
All right, next up on the tee at 15, Dilly Sidanot.
Going with driver here, I like this play. You really need to finish something at that singular tree out in the distance to the right of that fairway bunker. The right center of the fairway. Should be good.
Such great rhythm, Smiley, as you touched on it. Looks so effortless.
I need to take a mental picture of what that rhythm looks like.
And we go to the 18th, par 4, the finishing hole. And Marley Franklin, her second.
Pin cut in the middle of the green today.
Have an interesting lie there. And so the Howard Lady Bison are playing catch-up here. It's all Texas A&M Corp Christie here. Second round, the PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship. Back to the PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship presented by Chase Sapphire. Beautiful day in Birmingham, Alabama for the PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship. And let's fill you in on the format here. A 3-day event, 54-hole stroke play championship at Shoal Creek and also Bentbrook Golf Course. 5 divisions. You've got the men's Division 1, men's Division 2 play, and then the women's division. And then also you've got the separate men's individual and the women's individual. And this will be Pennington for Birdie at 18.
Having a nice day. 1 over on her round. The putter's been what I've noticed. It has been so sharp for her today.
Amber Jr. from Delaware State.
All right, let's head to the green at 15. Ramirez getting ready to go.
Yeah, I got it all the way back past this whole location. Got to keep the speed up here.
Missed for birdie. She didn't hit it. All right, in with her par as we make our way to 18 with Marley Franklin, the freshman of Howard from Los Angeles, California. This for par. And when she was young, she was diagnosed with sickle cell anemia in her first couple of years of life. Talked about the journey of the weekly blood transfusion she would have every Friday. And then her younger sister, Maya, such a supporter, her best friend, ultimately gave her a bone marrow transplant, which cleared her 100%. She said she's got no bigger fan than Maya, and just think of what her younger sister did for Marley to be here this week. What a wonderful family bond.
She's from LA. They ask all these kids about their dream foursomes. And so Marley laid out the Tyler, the Creator, and J. Cole, couple of hip hoppers, and LeBron James. It's not what you normally hear from the kids.
That's Hoffmeister out of the bunker.
Really didn't have much to work with there with that lip right in front of her.
Looks like it kicked and went behind some more pine trees. Gonna have to work something around. A little low draw of some sorts.
All right, keep it right here. Kendall Jackson.
Gonna have to contend with these trees a little bit. She has an angle to the front left side.
I mean, it's coming out low, and I don't want to get it up, so either way it's gonna end low. So what are you gonna hit low that you can hit one and the one to I'd rather hit the A wedge and keep it left. I can fly the pitching wedge low if I know it's gonna run more. Yeah, it's gonna run. So an A wedge. I mean, even if I just say left of this, because this is not in the way, it's that branch poking out. Yeah. So at that cart, I mean, you should be fine if you're going at the cart. I mean, if it moves a little left or right, but I'm trying to stay in that line. Good. I like that.
All right, they talked it all out.
There's that little branch she was referring to just poking out. Said the pitching wedge should run for her.
Sit down. Sit. Sit. That's exactly what I did. That was good. That was a shot. Turned it over a bit more than you thought, huh?
Still work to do for Jackson at 15.
They would have loved her swing all day. 158 down, just a breath of wind off the right. Hole kind of tucked this right corner. And it's just a solid shot. She's headed toward the fat part of the green. That's a smart play.
Charbonnier at 15.
Only has 97 to get it to the hole and just needed a little bit more to get it up and over that bunker.
When you get down in that swale to the right, it's difficult.
You touched on it, Smiley. It feels like over the last hour or so, this last group hit the wall a little bit. They've been playing so well, Julia, and they're still right there when you take a look at the leaderboard. I think we were spoiled for a while, just how on point they were that opening 9.
Yeah, I think it would be a great momentum maybe for the whole group to see Dilly hit a good shot right here. She's really the only one with an angle into this green. Just 87 yards.
Should come off the edge there. If it doesn't, okay. About 25 feet for birdie. Decent opportunity to make it.
Let's go over to 17. Estelle Verney, the junior for Delaware State. This for birdie. Out of Thailand, psychology major. All-American scholar a year ago, so getting 15, third for Lucy Charbonnier out of the greenside bunker.
Has some green to work with. Looks like she tried to play a bit of a chunk and run, giving herself below the hole about 10 feet. Not too bad.
Now live, that's the third of Kendall Jackson.
That's really well played. She walked up, looked at this hill. She either had to fly something up high and over it or hit it into the bank and kill it. She did a good job there.
And 18, this is Estelle Verney from Delaware State, the junior. A beautiful finishing hole, par 4. And she finished tied for 19th at this championship a year ago. And of course, Delaware State finished second to Texas A&M Corpus Christi.
All right, back at 15, just off the back portion of the green. Dilly Sidtanat, this for birdie.
Pretty quick putt. At the beginning of it, it's going to want to pull right and then maybe straighten up at the end. Would be big if this could go to get some momentum back.
Now turn left for her.
Tried.
Well played hole.
You're that close. Finish her up.
Yeah, just pick it up.
All right, let's go to 16. And Ashley Hobbs with a long look at birdie.
I'll tell you, Smiley, this is one of those putts probably the members can't stand because it looks like it goes one way, but at second glance, you see that little bit of right to left there at the end. But everything about this putt says it's going to break off this mountain to her left. So initial read left to right, but I'm a gamble man, so I'm going to say this is finishing going left.
I think you're exactly right. We're behind the hole looking at it. Should move right and straighten up towards the hole.
Ooh, keep going. Go on. Don't be shy.
Oh, wow.
Great How good was that? Don't be shy. She's been very animated, talking to her ball and
Other one's back up here. You're
Oh,
good.
okay.
using the body language, trying to get the ball in the hole.
We go to 18. This is Avery Smith from Texas Southern. And the junior from the Nassau, Bahamas.
Hang in there, hang in there. Get that little kick from the rough. There it is. Well, just another fairway hit.
Kendall Jackson trying to save her par at 15.
This is one of those par putts that if you can make it, it feels almost like a birdie. 9 feet, moving right to left.
So Jackson drops one there. We go to 16.
All right, and here's Lucia Ramirez for birdie.
Yeah, same line that we just seen, but you got to get this to the hole.
All right, back to 15. See if Charbonnier can save par.
Coming from the opposite side of the hole from Kendall. Got a good read on it. Not much to it. They're both missing it on the same side.
She played for it to go right. You're right. It wasn't too much break in it, Julia. Good call on your part.
And now back to the 16th. Anna for area height.
Oh. She's had 2 looks at a very similar putt, but now she's going to have a little bit of early left to right influence from Smiley. This one she should just straighten. I don't have this one coming back right to left at the hole. Speed has been the issue for this group.
They're trying to make it turn back lefty end, Doug. Just won't do it.
Well, not from that angle, kind of up toward the mountain. And, you know, it's hard to read a putt breaking up towards it.
Jump ahead to 17. Third shot upcoming here for Maria Beltran at the par 5.
Yeah. Okay.
Senior from Argentina, finance major. See how good she is with the numbers here. Smiley.
Ready to watch. She's got some type of wedge out. Sits on a little bit of a downslope ball, a little below your feet. We saw that whole location. Cut 12 on, 4 from the right.
Well done.
Drop back 1 to 16.
And Morgan Harrell for birdie.
I tell you what, she's had some bad luck today. This is one of those putts where you just think she's due.
Doug.
What can you say there?
Well, we're sitting here watching it in slow-mo, and about 2 feet out, you're thinking, no way this misses. You mentioned the bad luck, and another one there at 16. Great putt, though.
And we go now up to the tee with the final group. And the par 3 16th. Playing 157 today. And Kendall Jackson with the honors.
I don't know about y'all, but I would love to see a couple birdies out of this group, maybe. 157, down 7, 150. Kendall's got an 8-iron in her hand. 13 paces on over that bunker.
Finished 8th a year ago at this championship. And it's really played some good golf for the Lady Bison in Pearland, Texas.
Headed toward the left center of this green.
Got the distance right, just a little bit of a tug, but never going to hurt you at 16 being on the green, putting for 2.
And let's see if Claudia Hoffmeister can dial in some of that magic she had on the front 9.
Going with the 7-iron here.
Lost it a little out to the right. A couple options. You can either pitch it or maybe even putt that one. We'll have to see.
All right, Lucy Martinez on 18. Her second shot.
This Texas A&M Corpus Christi squad is tough
loaded
to beat.
Yeah, right. That's beautifully done. Or is it not? Oh, it's still moving. Come on, put the brakes on that. All right, back to 16. It's her teammate Charbonnier. That hit the fan?
That may have been a tee shot at the next hole. Trust me, if it hit the fan, you would have heard it. That ringing noise in your ears.
You know that sound?
I've hit it.
Deep breaths. These young ladies, keep in mind, you're playing a course that's repped major championships. The U.S. Amateurs. Here's Dilly.
Oh, see, we saw her show us it was a 6-iron. Landed it as in a perfect spot. Just hard to get it to stop in that corner of the green.
Man, I love her emotion. But again, look, Shoal Creek, I mean, the championship history here has been unparalleled. They're an 84 and 90. You get the PGA Championship, U.S. Women's Open. You get just a little taste of just about everything. And the region's tradition is right down the street this week here. All right, more from Shoal Creek and the PGA West Collegiate Championship coming up. All right, back now with Lucy Charbonnier off the green at 16. And Smiley, you're a member here, so, you know, for these golfers, it's a tough track to get around. A little exasperation here on the back.
It is, and this is a tough hole location, but a great play getting the putter out. Oh, man, I thought she made it for a second there, Fran. Love the options to be able to either bump something in the hill, but getting the putter out, the playability around Shoal Creek, especially behind the green at 16. Makes it a fun place to play.
Move ahead one to the par 5 17th. Maria Beltran, this for birdie. This to get back to 1 over.
Well, Burka, we saw that nice wedge shot in there. Let's see if she can capitalize.
A little too much pace on that line.
And up to 18. This is Lucy Martinez, her teammate for birdie, up the slope. Had enough pace, just hit a little too hard, even though she knew she was going uphill. Back to the 16th. Again, that apron area off the green. Dilly's sitting on.
Also going with the putter.
Get up there, ball. Go.
Looks like that grain pulled it pretty hard to the left. Fast once it got onto the green, but later in the day that Bermuda gets a little long and might pulled that golf ball the wrong way, which is what it did there.
And now to the 18th, the tee shot for Maria Beltran.
Yeah, great
She doesn't hold back, does she, Fran? That was
a great follow through.
Wild looks to be okay.
Up ahead now on the green at 18 for Birdie, A. Marie Smith, the junior from Texas Southern.
It was an interesting way how she was holding the putter grip. She was actually using her right hand to be on almost a lock on top of her left. That was pretty cool.
And back to 16. Here's Kendall Jackson. And I love the sportsmanship, the teammates going back and forth. We had heard a great conversation with the Lady Bison on a shot from the fairway for Kendall. These women take this seriously. It's a big championship. Out here, you can contribute in multiple ways.
Absolutely. Getting some advice on the read. Saw this with a group before. It moves a little to the right.
And it's very well done.
Great speed.
And so Kendall Jackson will tap that in. She'll stay at 4 over for the tournament. 3 under through 16. Maria Beltran so far has got the best round of the day. She's even through 17. We are back. Second round action. More next. We're back. Here's Tilly Sittenot for par at 16.
Big putt here. Really important to get this one in.
She had that line and her ball sitting at about center, maybe a fraction of a push off the face. Still, you're trying to get it to move to the left, and it did, but just not quite enough.
And now it'll be Lucy Charbonnier.
To avoid back-to-back bogeys here.
Her teammate Ramirez at 17 with her third.
Yeah, just 102, Burko. Back wind off the right. And this is a sitting duck flag if I've ever seen one.
Well done. Now Hobbs.
Yeah, 80 left for Hobbs. Much better angle to this right hole location. Low flighted shot. Oh. Didn't bite.
4 decent looks.
And back to 18. This is Emily Murray out of the beach from the fairway.
Didn't have to worry about the lip of the bunker. Watching it anxiously. Not anymore.
Good work. Hold on. So I'll have a downhill slider for birdie.
Thank you.
Fairway bunker shots, never the favorite of a golfer. Let's take a peek and check out that contact again. Ball first, most important thing, and she did it.
And we're going to stay at 18. And Kira Cox for her second shot. So the tee shot rolled into the first cut here.
Wow, there's hardly any angle here. You can see looking out to the right, trying to hit a big sweeping draw, but it's hard to do coming out of the rough to get it to turn.
All right, let's go to the tee at 17 with Charbonnier.
The aim here really is that left fairway bunker, just 284 to get in that, so it's a good angle.
That's going to hang in there. Day 2 winding down here at Shoal Creek for the PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship. But be sure to come on back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, for live final round coverage of the PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship presented by Chase Sapphire and ADT. 5 champions going to be crowned tomorrow here at Shoal Creek. Now, Sidanot on the tee. Not much has changed with that Smiley all day long.
No, that's perfect. It gets going fast right around there. Caught that speed slot.
All right, Kendall Jackson next up, and she's got driver. Want to see how far she can move this one down there.
Yeah, she's really the only player that has to worry about that fairway bunker out to the left. 267 to clear this bunker on the right, so she's looking to thread it just down the center.
Just a nice reset here for Kendall. Something that she didn't like initially. See her check that backswing on the way back. Wow. That is so far up there.
We've been waiting for that, and we got it. Kendall, the sophomore from Pearland, Texas, competed in that 2021 U.S. Girls Junior Championship, and all the participants that week got a signed letter from President Obama. It was played at Columbia Country Club just outside of Washington, D.C., where President Obama is a member. Kendall got it. She said, when this gets home, I'm going to frame it and put it on the wall. Well done, Kendall Jackson.
36th edition of the PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship. A look back at the winners from last year, and Burko talked about it. The 5 divisions, the winners will be crowned tomorrow. But the last year's winner, Howard University, Cal State Dominguez Hills, Texas A&M Corpus Christi, the back-to-back championships, the Sparky Ari Chadwakin, he was the winner. And so look at Betbrook Golf Course, because these divisions will be here at Shoal Creek tomorrow for the finish. And first we start with the women's individual conglomerate and Kyrie Moodley. And we'll see if she can hold off Fukai, the 2021 winner. Also Alicia Gann, as she is there as well, leading at +1. Meanwhile, should have another good showdown here for the men. CM Mixon opened up with a 67. The defending champ, Sparky A, is trying to see if he can make it back-to-back championships. 8 players within 4 of the lead here. And then the men's division team, well, this one's pretty much a wrap. But there is some intrigue into the medalist portion of men's division 1, because 4 of the top 5 golfers on the leaderboard play for the Howard Bison. So you got Smith, Whiten Jr., Merritt, Odom Jr., all trying to see if they can win this championship. Should be a fun day tomorrow.
Yeah, looking forward to crowning champions on Wednesday, now at 17. Moment ago, Ramirez, short look at birdie. Oh, goodness. Got to settle with her for her par. A little frustration there.
Oh.
Let's go back down the fairway now with Kendall Jackson.
95. 95. Just stop with it to the front of the green. It kicks weird off the front. It kicks hard right. Front is 84. 85. So you're going up the 80 cameras? Yes. I move a little. Yeah, right over there. Start the club? Oh, yes. Sit it. You got it.
202 to the flag, 190 to the front, going with this iron she loves so much.
Well, Burko, she backed off on the tee shot and hit it right where she was looking. Let's see if she backs off on this second shot, if she does it again.
Go. Flash. 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 Safe.
Man, how good is that?
Very similar to what we saw Gregory Odom Jr. do yesterday here at 17.
It's a great point, Burko. That was awesome. We've seen most of the girls lay up today. Kendall hitting a driver and an iron onto the green. What an incredible golf shot.
Only difference, Greg had his bag on his back and was about 20 yards down the fairway after he hit it. This is what happened 24 hours ago. What a strike. Picks up the bag. This video has gone viral. Talk about pace of play. Well, Gregory's already walking after it before the ball's even settled on the green. I see a lot of similarities of Kendall Jackson and Gregory Odom, their demeanor, their approach. Odom, after the great shot, would pay it off with a birdie, but you sort of know when they stand on that first tee, Smiley, they are all business.
They are. It's been fun to watch them both over the last 2 days. We'll see if Kendall can follow Greg in making an eagle at this very fun risk-reward par 5 17th out here at Shoal Creek.
I wonder if she saw the video or maybe had a chat at dinner and said, all right, Greg, well, Kendall's got a chance to match that feat.
And you had mentioned how she met Barack Obama. I wonder if President Obama saw that second shot in 17. He likes to get out on the links. All right, Maria Beltran, this for bogey now at 18.
We saw her second shot, left it in the bunker, got it out to here. Now a right to left putt to try to eliminate some damage.
So that's going to be a tough way to end. Knocks that in. Just be 3 over the last 6 holes.
All right, back at 17, Dilly's to the knot, her third at the par 5.
She's got 92 to this whole location. 80 to the front. I think anything just barely left of this hole would leave her a great putt for birdie.
Great posture, stands awfully tall. Caught it a little thin, it looks like, Julia.
Yeah, it came up and out of that pretty quickly, I think.
All right. 18th tee, Lucy Ramirez.
Man, she's been hitting the driver really well today. She lost one right back at 14. Now this one's down the left, and this is challenging that water up the left side.
Challenging no more, challenging the left side of the fairway, and Doug, that's going to be a good spot to attack. Try to make a birdie here at 18.
Back at 17 with Lucy Charbonnier.
Has 68 yards here. I always thought the layup shots in golf are the shots you kind of go to sleep on. You need to remember to put a good swing on it so you have a good number coming in.
I guess I'll give you a little run deeper. Okay.
So you still distance? I keep that distance.
Hit the distance in between the balls so you can cover it. You hit the flag and you're off a little bit.
The challenge with this shot is definitely coming off a down slope, and Julia said underneath 70 yards makes it to most of the time that ball is going to come off in a lower trajectory, and that first bounce can be very, very big. So if you can get a little bit of height on this with a little bit of spin, that's definitely what she's going to be trying to do here.
Came off low like you said, but it did spin right there.
All right. Have a decent look.
Yeah, she'll have a chance.
Today's coverage is brought to you by ADT. When every second counts, trust ADT. And by Chase Sapphire. Upgrade your travel and dining experiences with Chase Sapphire.
And let's go to the 18th, the second for Lucia Ramirez.
Yeah, 115, but she's pulled this. This is how to cover that left corner.
She's in good shape.
Now back at 17 with Sidanat from the bunker.
Okay.
Sounded like that was just a little too close to the ball.
And Anna for area height with her second at 18. You see the clubhouse there in the background.
And only 98 yards to this whole location, probably +3 or so, Smiley, but just on top this little purse. So got to be careful not to spin it back down the ridge where we see those two balls already there. But she's been spot on with her wedges and irons today. So we'll see if she can get the numbers right here.
This might be the trickiest middle hole location in the country. It's so hard to get close to it.
And she's got it up on top. Let's stay.
It will stay, Doug. Pin high. And a long look for birdie.
All right, back at 17, Julia. Dilly still away. She gets ready to try to save par.
She is, and she's walked around the entirety of this hole really trying to understand it. It's a hard putt to read, in my opinion. It might want to move right off her feet, but then at the end, potentially wanting to go back left. So difficult putt to read back here. Smiley, you've probably hit this a couple times.
I've hit a lot of putts out here, Julia. I'll have to take a peek here in a minute once we get a nice view of what we're looking at. But we see the aim point express being used. We see 2 fingers held up, which represents that level of slope that she's intending for the break. But we see what you're talking about here, Julia, with the slope, how the ball is going to be a little below her feet, which will push it to the right. And as it gets to the hole, Julia, I honestly don't remember what this does. And I think it's pretty straight. Like you said, maybe go back to the left.
I think so, too. Yeah,
Okay.
There's so many little intricacies out here on these greens. You can start one way and then break 2 or 3 times before it gets to the hole.
Yeah, we'll see. I think she had a pretty good beat on it. It was going to the right and kind of straightening up as it got towards the hole. Just lacked a little bit of pace.
So short one remaining for Dilly for her bogey. Keep it right here with this final group on the green at 17. Looks to be Charbonnier getting ready to go next.
Putting slightly up the hill. She can be a bit aggressive with this. The greens have slowed down just a little bit, moving left to right on her.
Julia, is that mark in the way? It kind of seems like it's close.
I think so, too. She asked her to move it. I think she might have just not have had a good read on that putt.
Okay.
Well, let's go to the 18th, and here's Ramirez for birdie.
Can she get one to fall?
Yes, she can, Doug. And nicely done up the hill, Smiley.
Nice playing today. I thought she was in control of her game the entire day, setting herself in position to get that medalist honor.
Putt on the way at 17 for Hoffmeister. How did that not go in? I think she's wondering the same thing.
Burko, it just hadn't been her back 9. She was playing so nice on the front. And couple bad breaks here and there, but that's golf sometimes.
Couple of great shots, though, by Kendall Jackson on the green here at the par 5 and 2, and call it about 15 feet for eagle, Julia.
Just about, and there's really not a whole lot into this. Up the hill. Not much to it. This is one of those putts where you can kind of read a little too much into it sometimes. I think she'd be advantaged just hitting a firm putt here.
Well, I guarantee you Kendall wants to make eagle here at 17. Playing in front of the cameras on live TV. This is a big moment for her.
Left early. Just felt like that was going to go in. I don't know why.
Well, I know we were all rooting for it.
Yeah, perhaps.
In the booth. Those are two incredible shots to get on the green into 17th green. Can be very tricky to read. A lot of subtleties, especially on the right side of this green. You can get fooled quite easily.
All right, little cleanup here for Dilly.
Much in this one, Julia?
I don't see much here. If anything, barely pulling right. Oh, that's it out to the left.
Didn't see that coming after where she was hitting her third, but
yeah,
doesn't take much to get out of position and pay the price. Texas A&M Corpus Christi maintaining that big lead, winding down day 2 on a Tuesday at Shoal Creek.
A moment ago on the tee at 18, Lucy Charbonnet in the finishing hole.
It's a picturesque par 4 down the hill, clubhouse in the background. She's had this driver on repeat for most of the day, Fran. It's been her strength.
Yeah, I really like her motion. And now here's Dilly sitting on.
Trying to take it on the left edge of this bunker. 245 to clear it.
No ball.
Yeah, this after coming off a double bogey at 17, so that had to feel good.
Absolutely. Her full swing is dialed in. It's just her wedge play that's kind of let her down on this back nine, but so many great things I see in her golf game.
Kendall Jackson coming off playing 17 beautifully. The two beautiful shots into the green. Ended up two putting for birdie. Here she is with the 3-wood, Julia.
Yeah, she needs to go with 3-wood. That water down there is just 280 downhill, so she could get into that. This is down the left center of the fairway.
Another good tee shot from Kendall Jackson. All right, let's take a look at our secure plays of the day presented by ADT. And it's been a Texas A&M Corpus Christi kind of day. How about Lucy Charbonnier, her tee shot at 8?
This is when they were planning some incredible golf. They were going all after these hole locations toward the end of the front nine.
Yeah, I say yes. Knock that in for birdie. You can't see her, but trust me, it's Maria Beltran. Her second at 10.
We were talking about it. We've never seen anything like that. Not being able to see the player hit the shot, but it just magically appears an inch from the hole.
And then Elsa Tornball at 13. A thing of beauty here.
Hard to hit a cut into a back left hole location. Not an issue.
And so it's all about Texas A&M Corpus Christi as we send it down to Doug Smith. Doug?
Well, thanks, friends, so much here with Lucia Ramirez. Let's talk about the day. It felt like you got off to a quick start, and then the middle of the round kind of went flat, punctuated by a birdie at the 18th.
Yeah, I felt solid all day long. At the beginning, I started making birdies, back-to-back birdies. And at the end, I was feeling like I couldn't make them. I was pretty close, but at the end of the round, that putt just clutched my round.
So let's talk a little bit about the tape on your wrist. I know you've been battling some injuries. How is the wrist, and how were you kind of able to just get through the day?
So a year and 4 months ago, I had a surgery in my hand, and I've been battling all year. And by the beginning of the semester, I tore my tendons and ligaments of my thumb. I was not able to play all semester long. This is my second tournament of the semester, so I'm battling through it, a bit of pain here and there, but it's just good to be back to play.
Well, that's what it's like, friend. Sometimes you got to play through the pain here at the PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship.
Yeah, I know you know all about that as well. A former champion here, Lucia Ramirez and her teammates, the Lady Islanders, taking care of business with a 20-shot lead, plus 16. And another look, and what a great way to end the day. Up the hill. Gets it down. Yeah. Ramirez and her teammates on top. with her second.
She caught that quite fat.
Oh, wow.
Trusted, all right?
That's disappointing, I'm sure, for Kendall. Just mishit that ball into the water. And Claudia Hoffmeister next to play.
Just a few paces closer here. 138 to the hole location. 146 to the bunker.
Oh, I did the same thing.
This was also quite fat.
You heard her say it. I did the same thing, but pin high.
Yeah, right. I'm sure Kendall Jackson would take that at this point after a great tee shot. There he goes. Nice smile from Claudia. Nothing like playing the final hole of the day and playing it well to kind of bring you back.
Well, when you're in that last group, you got all of your teammates watching behind you.
Charbonnier from center of the fairway. Long and right. So she'll play from that bunker in the back of the green. Not happy with that effort. And Dilly's trying to find out what she has. Julia, what do you think?
111 here. She hit a beautiful drive to kind of push it down here. That back bunker is just 8 paces behind this whole location. So really important to just hit something about 6 yards short. She has a wedge in her hand, so she'll be able to put a good bit of spin on this.
And a nice, smooth, easy motion.
That tempo and rhythm looked much better than the wedge shot that we saw at the last hole.
Couldn't quite get it up that ridge, but she will have a look at Birdie.
I like the head coverage. You see that? Some Coca-Cola logo?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that. It's pretty cool.
She's +5 on her round today. And Kendall Jackson trying to figure out where her ball crossed with the hazard there for her drop.
Fran, I'll tell you this. I'm a fan of the push cart. I use it out at Shoal Creek, and growing up, I just carried my bag. But I tell you what, coming around to the push cart.
Look, without a doubt, I don't care how great a shape you're in, it's going to make a difference.
I tell you, my back as I get older, it's just easier pushing the cart. You get that dad back when you have a kid, swaddling the whole deal.
But just wait.
Wait till you hit 30, Smiley. Then it all goes downhill.
I'm 30. I'm 31.
All right, just checking.
So give me the mindset here. I mean, Smiley, she obviously has had a great day, 2 under, and just came off a nice birdie at 17. She hit a ball in the water just to make sure you stay focused on the last, see if you get a really good shot in here.
Yeah, and Julia, I'll say this. She's made 5 birdies today. What have you seen out there from Kendall today?
She strikes the ball beautifully. Her contact is just different, and she has so much power. I think maybe a few of the bogeys, one of the double bogeys, kind of comes from a lack of focus a bit. If she kind of loses a bit of focus, she can hit a poor shot, but she has so much talent, so much power.
We were admiring that. You say it sounds different in our break. Burko says, God, this sound that she makes when she hits the golf ball, it's just different.
66 pounds. No, 66 pounds, 50. 60. That's kind of come out the rest. 60. Okay. So get it 60. Okay. They were more the right side. Connect to it. Yeah, I still want to. I mean, at the rake or at the tee. I understand.
Love that from her teammate, Julia. Final words, commit to it.
She's got a good number to this whole location. Just needs to commit to this wedge shot and try to get it up on that ridge.
A good line would be right at our TV cameraman. That would be perfect. A little thin. Let's see if it stays.
Not too bad, though. Uphill lie, so... She's the winner from 2021. All right, here's Charminier out of the bunker. Texas A&M Corpus Christi looking to join this group here as they're trying to see if they can get their third PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship title. By the way, it'd be 3 in a row. Bethune-Cookman just taking care of business. And we talked about the great job that Scooter Clark, who is now at the PGA of America, that he did when he was the men's and women's coach at Bethune-Cookman. Just some great legacies of golf. And now here is Kendall Jackson out of the bunker.
She's got a great lie, slightly uphill.
Great shot. Well done. Way to stay focused, like you said, Julia.
This is Dilly Sidanot.
Putting straight back up this hill will be pretty slow. She can be aggressive with this. Be a great way to finish her day if she could get this one to drop.
You almost have to convince yourself to get it to this hole straight up the hill, like you said. Got that speed correct. Tell you, Fran, we are in for a treat tomorrow with the men's and women's individual. So many players could win this championship and have those medalist honors tomorrow. Our Walker, Doug Smith's won it. He knows how important it is. It's something you can be proud of for many years to come.
And plus also, just on the other tip, you get to see Howard up by 34, just see how far they can run it up as well. Great job that program has done. Charbonnier.
Disappointing bogey, but still teams playing incredibly well and maybe get some of that round one magic back. That 67. Do it tomorrow out there.
And as Kendall Jackson here, just going to try to finish up. Won't feel as good as it did on 17. But you know what? That could turn out to be a big putt.
Absolutely.
Love to see that as well. She's not happy, but her teammates there to have her back. You know, there's a double on the card, a triple on her card.
She was fun to watch. She should be proud of herself. Making 5 birdies out at Shoal Creek is some dang good golf.
And Dilly's sit to knot to wrap up her day. Nice par on 18.
Tell you what, for a 3-footer, it looks like you actually almost have to play it out of the hole. Hole looks like it's sitting pretty right to left.
Huh. All right. 73-77 for this young lady from Bangkok, and then Claudia Hofmeister
This wasn't her back 9.
Yeah, she had a tough back 9. She went out in 36, but had just 1 par on her back 9. Still, though, it's a fun day watching the women's division in day 2.
It was fun.
And so we'll see tomorrow if the women from Texas A&M Corpus Christi can hold on. They've got a big lead, but Kendall Jackson and the Lady Bison from Howard want to see if they can figure up in the mix. Coming up next, it is Golf Channel, or Golf Central here on Golf Channel. And make sure you tune in tomorrow at 3 Eastern for live final round coverage of the PGA WORKS Collegiate Championship presented by Chase Sapphire and ADT. We saw some great golf shots today at Shoal Creek. For the entire crew, I'm Fran Charles saying so long from Shoal Creek, Alabama.